Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. The week is going by so fast, guys. The days are going by fast. I don't know how it feels to you all, but it feels as if time is going like this. Oh my gosh. Man. You know, the Bible talks about that. For the elect's sake, the days are going to be shortened. The days are just going, guys. I mean, we're in 2021. 2022 is going to be upon us so fast. And so, guys, you know, I would just say every day of your life, make the best of it. Make the best of it, guys. Whether, you know, of course, we're praying and we're seeking the Lord out, guys, but also get out and go do something. You know, I feel like just go take a walk, guys. Go sit, if you have the access to a lake, a beach, just go sit out there. And sometimes, guys, it's just sitting on your patio, right? Because sometimes everybody don't have a car. They can't get out like that. But guys, just give yourself something. Even if it's, you know, I don't know if you guys like to color. I like to color. So they have like coloring books and things of that nature. So sometimes if you don't have a lot of money, guys, you can go get some coloring books and just color, do something, read, just sit on your patio for a few minutes, sit on your porch. Guys, let me tell you something. Today is a day that you're living, and once this day passes, you can never go back. You could always reminisce, you could always remember, you will have a memory of today, but you can't go back to today. And I truly believe, as I said in another video before, that you know, we are God's children, but he doesn't want us just living in fear and paranoia and barricading yourself in the house and, oh, there's nothing but sinners out there. You know, we're not of the world, but we are in this world. And wherever you need to go and whatever you need to do, God is going to protect you. God is going to guard. He's going to guide your steps. His angels are around about us, guys. And sometimes when you look out there, and I've been there too, you see all the craziness going out there. It's like, I am not going out there. And there are times you need to stay in. You know, whenever I'm planning and doing certain things in my life, I do pray and I ask the Lord to lead me. Father, what's a good day for me to do this or that? And some people may think that's overkill and it's just being extra. But for me, you know what? It works out just fine. There are days I know in my spirit when I need to go and when I need to be at home, because there's a lot going on in the world. You know, there may be the day that I want to go to a specific place or do something. But guess what? The pestilence that walks by day is going to be there and something's going to go down. And the Lord would say, don't go and don't do that. And so I won't. But other than that, guys, if the Lord leads, I go out, I get some sun, I go do some stuff. And you need to do that, because some of you are living this life where it's like you just peeking through the blinds, waiting for Jesus to come back, and you are withering in the house. And a lot of it is fear. A lot of it could be anxiety. A lot of it could be, you know, maybe you put on some pounds since the shut-in. Well, it wasn't a shut-in, was it? You know, the lockdown and all those things, and you just feel like you're not yourself, but you still need to get out there. You know, one of the things with me is, it's like if you listen, the Lord is like your personal, he will be there. He'll be speaking to you and will encourage you. Come on, let's go. Get on up out, hit this house. Go do this. And he will be with you every step of the way. You know, sometimes we look at God as just this ominous being that's going to zap you. He cares about everything. Yes, he's a God of judgment. He's a God of wrath. That can happen when you're sinning constantly. But the Lord cares about us. So I just want to encourage somebody to just, while we are serving our God and we worship and we praise him and we thank him and we are communicating with him, don't neglect to live your life. Do the best with your life. Do the best with your life, because your life and your breath is a gift. The hours that he gives us in the day is a gift. Why is it precious? Because this day that you're living, this hour that you're seeing, you will never see it again. Regardless of what time it is and what day it is, you'll see it again next week, God willing, but it's not the same day. That's how precious your life is. Sweet. Let's get to this topic that I want to talk about. And, it's about modesty, guys. So modesty, there's people who think modesty means no color, no jewelry, things got to be wrapped up. That's probably their modesty. That's what God told you to wear, so you go and wear that. A lot of times people will read the Bible and they get it all wrong. And one of the things that the Lord has taught me in reading the Word of God is to know the difference between, as we read the Word, do not neglect the time. Do not neglect to understand the time and the culture that is a part of the writings, right? So if the writers of the Bible were in Jamaica, there's going to be certain things and certain scenarios that will be added into the word based on the Jamaican culture. And so it's so hard, but in our flesh and in our own mind and reasoning to understand and to be able to decipher between the two. And that's why you need to be led by God. Because if you're led by people, you'll be like from one extreme to the next, right? When God speaks about holiness and righteousness and what sin is, it is what it is across the board. We're not going to say, well, this only applies here and that doesn't apply there. But I think at the end of it all, you want to be led by God in your heart. But so many people will try to say what modesty is. They want to give you this is what you put on. This is the only colors you can wear. Avoid those colors. Don't wear earrings. Don't put on lip gloss. Don't do this and that. But then there's so many people that they don't do any of those things, but they have a lot of things going on in the heart. One of the things, as I said, I found out with a lot of people that really dress to a T in those areas, as far as, I don't wear makeup, I don't do this. They're very mean. They're extremely mean. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. They're very mean. They will trash talk the rest of everybody else who's not doing that, or who does not wear certain things, or who does wear certain things. They will trash talk you. And I just find that they're very, very dry in nature and in spirit. A lot of some though, okay? So I want to talk with you all, guys. I don't know how I'm going to say this, but modesty, when you get dressed and you look in the mirror, you know good and well what's there. I personally don't believe that we should ever see a woman's cleavage. I personally don't believe that your clothing should be so tight that you can't wear panties because you don't want your panty liners to show. You've got to see the way the enemy grabs a lot of people. Your clothes are so tight and you don't want panty liners, so the enemy says, take your panties off. So literally women will be walking around with no panties on or with a G-string, and so you just see all their booty just free. And so is it, it's summer where I am right now, and getting out to the water and things like that, there had to be change in the things that I used to wear. And I saw the Lord leading me in that direction. I felt going to the pool or, going to the beach or whatever I'm going to do, I didn't really think much about, I knew certain things I wasn't going to wear, but it would have been your average swimwear. And it wasn't one piece. So the Lord started to deal with me on that. And there's just certain things that he started to show me. And he's like, it's not just, you're not just going to the beach. This is your body. There's certain things that you just should not be exposed to the world. Certain things they just should not see. Now, there is no sea dress that I'm going to say you're going to put on and go to the beach or to the pool. You mess around and drown, okay? But the Lord helped me in finding those pieces that was swim appropriate. It might have been different for me, but He helped me with those things. When you look in the mirror, you know what's there. I'll say that as women. I'm talking to the women first because that's what I know. When you put on a shirt and if you see your nipples showing, sis, it's not just nipples. They're not just nipples. These are, your breasts are very precious. And if you don't, whether they're uncovered or not, but if you have on an outfit where your cleavage is out or your nipples are showing, then you need to make changes to that outfit. Don't just wear it and be like, oh, they're just nipples. Because if they're just nipples to you, then you should not be offended where someone just approach you as, that's just breast and them just nipples. I'm going to look at them and I'm going to make a comment about it. You know what I'm saying? Just the things that you have on, There's so many pieces of clothing that's out there. And I really feel like it takes a lot of effort when you're looking for something that's tight and small. Because there are lots of clothing that you can wear and still look nice. And there's nothing wrong with that. But why is it that there's an inclination to be naked or to show something off? You have to think... You have to think of the way that the enemy has stripped us and stripped society of discretion. A woman is like, it's my body, but then everybody can see it. What sense does that make? If it's your body, then why would you make it our body? Like, we just know everything about how you look. And truly, men are more modest than women. And it really shouldn't be. Very rarely do you see men like they're out there, but very rarely I will look and see a man fully dressed in, shorts and a t-shirt or jeans and a top. And then whoever he's with, she's all sexied out, belly out, legs out, cleavage out, shoulders out. Why is the man more modest than the woman? I mean, granted, men have no cleavage to show, and he has no, but he could wear those little shirts those muscle shirts that show his arms and his legs and his body, and there are men that do that. And to those men, I will always say, when you look in the mirror and you think of when you put on that outfit, what is it that you're noticing in that mirror? You're thinking of how good you look, but a lot of times people dress for other people. And so you always have to be mindful of that, of your why. Why am I doing this? Am I doing this? Do I work out because I just want to work out? Or do you work out because you want to look good for women? Because there's a difference. The type of suits and things I see men wearing, these, really tight suits. It's a suit, but it looks like a wetsuit in some cases. It's very tight. And so with that, still, you always have to say to yourself, why am I doing this? When you look in the mirror, what are you trying to, what message are you giving? What message are you trying to give? And people need to be honest about it. Modesty is really required for both men and women. Modesty, in my humble opinion, I believe is what the Lord is going to give you for you. There are people God tells you take everything off. That's you. Don't bring that to me. God told you that. Okay? And there are other people God is going to tell them exactly what needs to be changed. And normally God does not just strip everything off of us all at once. As we spend time with him and in the word of God, what happens is when you're spending time with God, when you go to put on that outfit, you're suddenly going to feel very uncomfortable in it. You are suddenly going to see certain things that you probably saw and ignored before, or you really realize how this is not a fit anymore. And then the Lord is going to lead you into what you should put on, what you should wear. He will lead you to the stores. He will lead you to the websites. He will help you to find what fits you, what looks well on you, and it's not showing everything. Now, women, you can't help, we're just built different. We may have curves. We may have, things that's just more voluptuous than the next person. You should not feel that you have to put some tape and tie your breasts down. No, God gave you those breasts. So therefore, that's not what I'm saying. You shouldn't be ashamed of having hips and a butt. What are you going to do? Beat it down? That's not what I'm saying. God made you that way. So you don't have to be ashamed of those things. But sometimes there are individuals that you wear things that is seductive, and it's deliberately so. When you look in the mirror, you know what the skirt looked like, you know what the top looks like. There's lots of people, and it seemed like it was a fad at some point to wear the tight shirt, right? The tight fitting shirt. It kind of tapers at the waist, and then there are these buttons on the shirt that are never being used, specifically with women. The first 3 buttons from the top on, it's just the top down is not being used because that's supposed to be open for the cleavage. We're supposed to see the cleavage. We're supposed to see certain things. Modesty is beautiful. It really is. You can still look beautiful without putting your flesh out for everybody to see. There's so many designers in the world that makes beautiful clothing, and so many things that it's just being overlooked. People want things that's smaller, tighter, and I think it's okay. There's individuals who is a certain size, and then they wear 2 sizes that's at least 2 shirts and tops and bottoms that's 2 sizes too small. Women, I don't think we should ever be seeing that line in your butt, that line that splits your cheeks. But there are outfits that this is normal. It's considered attractive that someone will be seeing your butt with no panties, in sweatpants or in shorts, and then just your butt cheeks are just sitting like 2 pegs, and then there's a split in the middle, and then a short shirt, and then we could see your camel foot. If you've been working out, it's like the camel foot is pumping iron too. Guys, I'm trying to tell you ladies, that is not cute. No one should know the size of your vajayjay through your clothes and can see that you have just small, medium, or large nipples. You see your nipples. It can't be helped. Yes, it can. With the right bra, the right top. And if all else fails, you get yourself some little tissue squares and fold it and put it there. I'd rather you see a tissue square than a nipple. And then when you look at that material and you look at that top, and if some women, they're just more protruding than others in the areas of their areolas. Okay, then what you need to know, you make note of what material you wore, and then you get you don't wear that type of top anymore. This is not a video about bondage, but people say, especially I hear women say, it's my body. If it's your body, why is everybody can see everything? If it's yours, does it not appear to be everybody's body if you're almost naked all the time? If it is your body, if it's your husband's body, why is it's being portrayed as everybody's body, because everybody see what you have. Everybody know what mole you got, where it is, how thick your thighs are. People can see from your toes all the way up to almost your hips. People can see that it gets darker as it goes up between your thighs. Like, why? I've seen when we go to the beach, or the pool, there's just so much, like, okay, a G-string, butt cheeks are out, just laying out. And people may think that this message is burdensome and it's wrong, but it is amazing how you locked your door at the house to protect your furniture, but your butt cheeks is out. You're naked. You're wearing off your whole skin. Everybody could see your butt, could see the shine of your back, your breasts out the sides, but you locked the door to your house. Why do you do that? But not to yourself. There's so many people who are just dangerous and evil. There's so many sick people in the mind out in the world. And it is not that you have to live in fear and be afraid of this person or that person, but it's a reality. That's why you lock your door. That's why you don't just walk out with all your valuables in your hands. That's why your purse, your wallet, it's put away. How much more precious is your body? There are lots of nice things that you can wear without being naked. And guys, modesty is very important. Our body is a temple of the living God. Men, y'all don't go as crazy as women, but there's some of you're very deliberate in the stuff that you are putting on. For attention, those really tight shirts on, you work out, so you're bulking up, but your shirt gets smaller. The jeans get smaller. I don't think that I should be seeing your butt cheeks. And don't be talking about, well, why are you looking? Your butt's out. That's why. Your butt's out. I mean, I'm sitting in this room right now and I can see everything that's in here. It's not because I'm trying to see it. It's there. It's here. I look around this room. I see everything that's here. I see what's on the wall. We can scan our lanes and we see everything that's there. It's not that I'm trying to look. It's there. A lot of times, guys, what happens is we're following the world. The things and the pieces that I used to wear was because I'm following the world. It's normal. It's normal to wear a G-string at the beach. It's normal to walk around with your butt out. But there was a time when it was not. There was a time when no one would have dared to wear that. But as men and women become more bold and as they become more darkened in the mind, then more things come in. Oh, it's okay to wear, it's okay to have your butt out. Oh, your panty line's showing, let's wear tight clothes, and then let's take our panties off so that the lines won't show. Rather than wear outfits that will not show your panty lines, take your panties off. This is the society that we're in. No, your nipples are not just nipples. They're precious. They're on your breast. They're a very intimate and sacred part of your body. This is a part that you can nurture a child. This is a part of your body that is covered for a reason. It is for the comfort of your own husband, if you have one, your future husband, if you want one. And it's just just cover, guys. It's precious. It is very precious. God made it. So therefore you adorn it with holiness. There are many women that you're still unmarried. Why? Because you're out there. You're for sale right now. Everybody's seeing your butt. They know what your breasts look like. They know you have a mole all the way up here. What man do you think, where everybody already know what you look like, from the rooter to the tutor almost? And sometimes, I've said this before, there are times, ladies, you miss them because you were there wearing that honky-tonk outfit, trying to be fast. And a man of God, when he sees that, as beautiful as you seem to be, that will turn him off. So then you're going to meet that man that likes that. There are some men, they like that. They want their wife to be, naked. They like the sexy. But even with that, you have to ask yourself, where does that mindset come from? It's the stuff that we see in the world. You see the girls in the videos, the music videos. Sometimes sometimes they've watched porn. And believe it or not, porn leaves an impression on you. Things that's sexy because it's sex. The woman is wearing something where her bottom sits a certain way. It just turns them on all the time. And while it's a husband and a wife can do whatever they choose to do, when you're truly being led by God, he's going to show you. You have all the time in the world to be naked behind closed doors, but you know what? This is your wife, and there is a certain way. You don't want your wife to just be exposed like that. But the way this world thinks, it will sound like I'm talking grandma talk. I would sound crazy, because when a world and a darkened mind that says less is best. But still, you locked your house. You locked your house, but your body is just out. So the microwave holds more value than you. Anywho, guys, I hope that this video makes sense. I always tell people, don't go in your closet and just start to throw things away, but be led by God and ask him to help you and to adorn you. You don't go off of anybody just telling you, you need to take this off right now. But what I'm saying is, when you look in the mirror and you have that moment of, you got to look a few times, then normally when you're a child of God, God is showing you, hey, this doesn't work anymore. And so now you say, Father, show me how to change my dress. Not based on what people's telling me what to do, but God will customize your style for you. He will show you what works and what's no longer working. And while he's changing that, not only is the Lord will be helping you to change your attire and your clothing, whether you're male or female, he'll begin to deal with your heart. And he will give you lessons on why, and revelations on why you chose those pieces to begin with. Why you were inclined to choose these type of shoes. Why you used to be inclined to wear this type of outfit, this kind of top. The Lord will give you the back history of how it all started. And he show us how we were so blindly walking in this way. And he'll heal you. So not only does he take those outfits and help you to realize it's not working anymore, he's going to give you those lessons as to what brought it on, so that you can heal and you can move forward. So you're not just putting on a top out of obedience to, somebody that just told you to wear it, but based on you being led by God, choosing pieces based on how the Holy Spirit leads you, and knowing why, and why you've made this new step. So that, when you talk about it, it's not about, oh, I just did it because I needed to, because then you're going to feel like you're in bondage. When the Lord truly begins to deal with your heart and changes you, when you make those changes, you're going to do it willingly. The more you spend time in his presence, guys, okay, and this is for those demographic where you're spending time with the Lord, or you're desiring to, when you look in the mirror and you're just seeing yourself and you're like, or if you look in the mirror and you're like, oh yeah, this is what I want. If you look in the mirror and you immediately think of that guy or that female you want to, you think they're going to really notice you, then your intentions are all wrong. You may want to go ahead and just erase that whole outfit. Change your heart and your intents. And because that happens a lot in church, there's people who dress a certain way, put on certain things, and all they're trying to do is to get this man's attention. There's certain men, they know they got a solo this morning, and they're going to put on that top. Today they're going to wear those, their pants so tight, they look like a Ken doll. They're looking like Ken and Barbie. Are you the Ken doll? Your waist is skinny and this tight top, this little top. Too much, guys. But they got a solo that day because it just muscled out and just, come on. Let's change our heart. Let's change our intent. God will show us everything, and don't deny it. Just see it for what it is and say, okay, Lord, I'm going to be humble. Show me what I need to put on. You do not need to look ugly. You do not need to look busted. You don't need to be looking, as I said, like driftwood on the beach, dry and boring and no color and, oh, you can't wear anything. You know, as I said, there's people who will totally erase every bit of color from their life and everything. And then they're so mean in spirit. They're so mean in spirit because they did not make those changes based on being led by the Holy Spirit, but they were following someone's law, and then they're miserable, and then because they're miserable, it's called displacement. They begin to like lash out on other people. Anywho, guys, this is 30 minutes and counting. I hope this helps somebody. And remember, the Lord has the perfect, he knows what's perfect for us. The perfect, he knows how to adorn us. He knows how the perfect attire for you. Just trust him with it. Take it from someone who knows. All right, guys. Peace.